EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Glennon. To the sideline and incomplete. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Let's go.
Now Glennon. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Brandon Cooks, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Steelers had 0-3 here to begin the campaign, and you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it.
Glennon hit. He loses the football. It's out. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
It's brought in left side by Tate. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
It's fourth down.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
You look at this Steeler defense, and they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ready. Get it. Wrap all 80. Go.
Kaepernick going to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Ready.
On first down, Best. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after. Gain of maybe a yard.
Tackle made by Joey Bosa. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
Ready.
Slot man moves right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Well, he gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go. Set. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Kaepernick now to throw. This to Graham on the short pass. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Ready, set.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
70 Lions.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Marshall.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Tate. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Let's go.
Throwing. Gabbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Got it. Ready?
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready? Panther 60. Panther 60. Let it go.
Gabbert now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connect.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. 14.
Steelers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Gabbert to throw it. Looking left sideline is complete. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here. And they get good yardage that time and a first down.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Gabbert. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there.
Here we go. Set. 60 easy.
To the air again, Gabbert. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. And remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Gabbert. That went out wide and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 45-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving
Here we
forward.
go, set. Cowboy 80. Ready?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Ready? Cougar 19.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running with power here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on. Set. 70 Lions. Ready?
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Hey, check that.
Now a handoff up the middle. Best. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs and here a loss of yardage. To throw, Kaepernick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Panthers first down.
Okay, break.
15. First down, Panthers.
Go. 7 Pirates. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. That's going to be caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Steelers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome.
Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the the Steelers have got it back to within a score. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Alert! Alert!
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Best. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Here's Kaepernick. This to Graham on the short pass. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
First down,
On the
Carolina.
jump. Let's go now.
On first down, Best. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Ready.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Cougar 19. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Best. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 94 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Ready.
Panthers, first down. First and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Bell is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the
NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Cougar 19.
Bell once more. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
70.
They'll run it with Bell. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And nothing much materializing there in the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there in a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he gets this up past the 30.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Right back to him on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
To throw, Gabbard. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now Gabbard. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Gabbard on 4th. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Tanner. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
Here's Gabbard. Gets his tight end. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
28-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Tate, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Come on, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now Gabbard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And
oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on. And that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Panthers, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll sink now to 0-4.